Greetings. Oh, I do hope I can be heard. This is Reverend Sharon Elizabeth speaking from, well, let's say somewhere in the universe. Greetings and happy New Year's Eve. I come to you with a suggestion, you may say, from Spirit. We can call it channeling. This information is basically based upon how to clear and release the old year, 2018, or as calculated by the numerology system, it was the year of the 11, a year of mastership lessons for many of you, a year of great value. And now we are about to embrace, hopefully, and engage the new year, 2019. It is a 3 in the system of numerology, a year of creativity and using the lessons that we've learned throughout the previous year. This video should help you in performing a practice known as the burning bowl ceremony. While the hours are ticking away and the old year is filled with hopefully positive anticipation, well, the new year is filled with that positive anticipation. We come to the realization, those of us who seek out this knowledge, that there are gates and portals and dimensions all around us, opening and closing, clearing and emerging. And so this particular exercise is to assist in the clearing out of the energies of the old. This is not a new technique. It's used by many colleagues of mine, light workers, mediums, psychics. It is a standard in the unity churches, as well as shape shifters and keepers of the flame. One does not need a particular building or institution to follow this. This clearing is a spiritual tool that may be used at home or wherever you consider your sanctuary of light to be. I suggest at any time that you take in a deep breath. This information, well, it is a combination, you may say, of the metaphysical and spiritual tools. If you have followed the gathering of the goddesses, we use this tool, this setting up of the flame, as a means of inferring our highest good. Whether or not your numbers through numerology, and I use the Chaldean system because it is the most accurate to use, whether or not you may have the master numbers in your name or in your birthday, 11, 22, or 33, this year has given you lessons, I'm sure, some of them for which you are very appreciative, and some of them perhaps you may not have understood at that moment. However, the purpose of those lessons was to remind us that we are all gods and goddesses. Now is a very good time to remember this. You're going to see in this video what is considered the 11th spiritual excellence, referring to the different bodies that our light body contains. This particular diagram is for information only. It refers to the pranic and the subtle aura bodies as well as the physical. And the reason for this information is to give you a basis, a ground for knowing what it entails when one clears one's energy, as you can do with the burning bowl ceremony. This burning bowl ceremony for the graduation class of 2018 is a milestone of energy. It is an empowerment for the journey that you are on as an enlightened spiritual being having a human experience. Breathe in through the nostrils as you listen to or view this video, for it is all about the activation of your ascension. Regardless of how you view the ascension outcome, your greatness cannot be challenged. It is only to be remembered. And so, whether or not you've shared tears throughout the previous year, in some of the classrooms you may have encountered in the 11 mastership class that you engaged, do not deny your greatness. And if your heart desires it, a burning bowl ceremony will assist you in bringing forth that new year of light and promise. And breathe. Let go of the previous year. Release what no longer serves you. Set your intentions for the highest goals yet. And breathe. In bringing in the year of the 3, you may manifest ideas that may have come to you during your classes last year. Make a way for the appreciation of this. It is with pleasure and honor that I present this, and I trust and hope that it brings you beauty and great joy. For you are an infinite spiritual being having a human experience. And breathe. And if you follow the tarot cards, it is said the divine feminine, the empress, will be a great encourager of romance and prosperity this coming year. What is accorded to the empress? Well, her ruling planet is Venus. And in the Kabbalah, which I study, one could never live long enough to understand that completely. Her letter is Dalath, and that's with a D, and you'll see it in this video. The crystals that she's known for are the emerald and green jade. She brings with her an abundance. And remember, abundance does not necessarily mean material things. She represents creativity. It only takes a moment to stop and breathe and listen to your heart, to find the right idea, the right ideal that will make a difference in your life. She also represents fertility, which does not mean that you will be in the position to bring forth uh, the life in human form. Fertility can also mean you're birthing new ideas, new adventures, new opportunities that take you higher, opportunities that may enhance that which is for your greatest and highest good. And breathe. As you continue to breathe, resonating and remembering that all truth comes from within. The suggestions I offer for preparation of this ceremony, the burning bowl ceremony, will work with you if it is your heart's desire that it may do so. It is your intention above all things that will make or break the miracles you seek in your life. For you are the miracle that your heart desires. I am only a messenger, one of many, and I offer you this opportunity for suggestions on how to perform a preparation before you get started into your burning bowl ceremony ritual. First, I suggest that you cut your ethereal cords, and these are the cords that are connected not just to you, but to every soul in the continuum leading on to divine source. We are all connected to divine source. But in cutting your cords, an affirmation such as, I cut the cords that bind me to anything, any soul, any vibration of energy that is not working with me for my highest good and the highest good of the continuum. And so it is. I suggest meditation. Breathing through the heart is the most important, or rather the second most important thing that one should do in connecting directly to a divine source. And in that direction, in that connection, declare your intention, your purpose, your desire. White candles, whether they're tapers or tea lights, novenas, it doesn't matter. I suggest the white because the white refers to prosperity and purity. Purity above all things. Feeding the fire of the vessel. Now, there will be a need for a vessel in which to perform this task. I sometimes use a mixture of cinnamon, cloves, frankincense, and myrrh, allspice, with pine cones as well if you have access to them. Sage is very effective if you prefer to use that alone. However, the mixture that I've suggested is just as potent as the sage. And if you use the sage, try to remember to include cedar as well as sweetgrass and lavender, palo santo, and again, cloves. This will be a great and intensive energy source. assists in clearing the space. However, if you're allergic to incense, don't use anything except regular wood chips or just the flame of a candle will work. I also use the Tibetan bowls. The Tibetan bowls, bells, gongs, tingsha bells are very, very helpful in clearing the energies, as well as the oils. Again, incense is not mandatory, but even a bowl of water with essential oils will assist in bringing forth the vibration of energy. And it is about the energy. The consciousness of compassion, the dimension of the Christ consciousness, has a frequency all its own. Through the burning bowl ceremony, we assist in enriching that frequency and bringing it into the light. And breathe. Now, the tools of the Spirit for the actual burning bowl. Incense is tampering with my throat there for a moment. You will require an area with open ventilation, a bowl able to withstand heat, or a pot that you no longer have use for. A fireplace will do, a barbecue pit, a terracotta pot, the type that one may put plants and grow herbs from, or the saucer that it comes in, as long as it has no enameling, nothing to create an undue chemical residue or fume in the air. And some people even use cauldrons, and that's up to you again. Whatever you use will be exemplary, I'm sure, as long as it is not something that, well, is very valuable to you, something you wish to use again. Utensils that may assist in kindling the flame, such as prongs, tongs, long metal forks or spoons, they can be helpful, especially if you're doing more than one, if you're having a gathering of friends, or if it's just you. Feed the fire. Wood chips, charcoal, logs, branches, twigs, pine cones, if you have access to them. Matches or a lighter, that's a necessity. And the paper to write your release and embrace upon. Releasing the old year. You may wish to make a list of things that you'd like to release because you'd like to keep that list short and to the point. Transferring it to that one piece of paper. It may be inflammable, uh, though I don't think, considering the celebrations that are going to be going on, that the flammable paper will be very accessible right at the moment. That's all right. That's okay. It doesn't have to be flammable paper. Something that we've used in the Unity churches, or that I've seen used in the Unity churches. You'll need to write out, or not, an affirmation. I've included an affirmation for releasing and an affirmation for embracing in this ceremony. So it's up to you whether or not you may find that particular affirmation something that you'd like to use. It's optional, but it begins with, I forgive, release, and let go of any harm, real or imagined, that I have received from others. I forgive myself for whatever I may have done to myself to block my own good, for I am releasing any energy, intention, or pattern of thought that may have attached to my life by any means for any purpose that does not serve my highest good. I am grateful and bear witness to the light that I have received this previous year. And I also release whatever has not been light, whatever frequencies of energies and vibrations that have not been for my highest good. I close the gate of 2018 with much love. I do not bring with me any energy that is not of the angels of compassion into my soul or into the soul, the life of any in the continuum. Now this is just an example of channeling. Be creative. And if it does not suit you, remember, make it your own, for it is your intention, deep from within your heart, that does the work. If you have a prayer or a specific desire, the burning bowl ceremony is a great time to speak this into the flame. Another example. I put to this flame all troubles, all pains, not ever to grieve again. For the old year is gone, the new year is mine. This I claim in the name of the divine. Of course, change this to your own desire. You have, in your intention, begun the energy of your work. When ready, fold the paper away from you, folding away all that you wish to dissolve, to delete from this graduation class of 2018. Speak it into the flame, toss it into the flame. Your work of releasing becomes completed. And breathe. Embracing the new energies as they come to you with the love, compassion, and peace of mind that is yours. Changing the power within you comes from within you. Now, very easy for me to say, right? However, the ritual is basically along the same lines. You're going to write down that which you desire to embrace for the coming year. If it's more of whatever it is, as long as it's on the positive flow of the highest vibration that you can possibly imagine. Bring it forth. Write it down. Make it so. When completing this, you would fold the paper towards you. And breathe. Breathing deeply. Knowing that you are the miracle that you seek. It is your intention to manifest this miracle of greatness and manifesting it for your highest good and the good of the continuum as it streams through the heart of the divine source. Think not that you are alone, for it is divine source that desires to see you at the highest level of frequency in your life. This is a great honor. Actually, it will assist in enhancing the process of the shifting of the light on this planet. And breathe. Breathing deeply, I offer you an affirmation that comes from the observation of the hierarchy of angels. I include this particular affirmation um, because in the hierarchy of angels, there is an order known as the Order of the Virtues. They include the 72 names of God, of the angels of light. And that designation is because there are also 72 angels that are considered to be the fallen or genies. Not necessarily of the light, but they do have vibrations, frequencies, just at a much lower level. But now we call upon the angels with a level of light that is very high. So if you believe in angels, speak into the flames when you are empowering your future, empowering it, embracing it, manifesting it. Archangel Michael of light to the right of me. Archangel Gabriel to the left of me. Archangel Uriel before me. Archangel Raphael behind me. And the eternal Shekinah crowns me. This is an affirmation as you call upon this energy of divine source. For the angels are a reflection of the very source of all sources. I've included in this particular video the sigils of the angels whose names I've just called. Though I haven't been able to find a sigil for the Shekinah yet. I'm still working on that one. But here you have, for your own information, representation, the sigils of the angels that you may, if you decide to, include in your affirmation. And breathe. And I say, I embrace my blessings of the coming year. I accept myself as a spiritual being having a human experience. And I am so grateful and bear so much witness to the light that I have received, the light that I shall continue to receive in this coming year of creativity, the year of the three. I forgive and release and let go of any harm, real or imagined, that I have received from others. I forgive myself for whatever I may have done to myself or to anyone else to block my own good, unintentionally or intentionally. And so shall it be. Again, this is just a suggestion, something channeled through. Change it to your heart's desire, to your intention. And keep in mind, let not your heart be troubled. And breathe. And now, and we are about to close, you are guiding your vision to heaven, as heaven is in your mind. Oh, my dears, the concept of heaven. If I entered into a thesis of the concept of heaven on this video, it would never end. Whether or not your concept is the same as my own, it's okay. The sigils of light for the angels of light are there for you to make use of. It is suggested that the ceremony be closed with contemplation and silent meditation. However, you must again follow your heart space. You must follow your heart space timing, for it is your intention for this work to be done. And so, from the metaphysical school of the mysteries of the healing arts, the gathering of the goddesses bless you, for you are a healer of greatness, and you bring much advantage to this earth space. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti.